Today, we are diving into one of the most incredible openings in all of religious literature. We're talking about the first chapter of the Lotus Sutra. And really, calling it a preface just doesn't do it justice. This is a cosmic blockbuster, an overture that sets the stage for a teaching that is literally going to shake the universe.
So think about it. How would you know? What's the signal that a fully enlightened being, a Buddha, is about to reveal their most profound, ultimate truth? Well, as we're about to see, the signs are not subtle. The universe itself puts on a show.
All right, so our story kicks off on a place called Vulture Peak. This is where the Buddha, Shakyamuni, is about to teach. But you have to get a load of this audience. I mean, this is not your average gathering. We are talking about an assembly so massive, so diverse, that it spans entire realms of existence. First on the guest list, 80,000 Bodhisattva Mahasattvas. Now, these are the spiritual heavy hitters. They're basically on the verge of becoming Buddhas themselves, but have chosen to stick around to help everyone else out. Imagine every superhero from every possible universe all showing up for the same meeting. You just know something huge is about to happen.
And believe me, the list does not stop there. We've also got 12,000 arhats. These are beings who already achieved enlightenment. And then you have heavenly kings, gods, deities, titans, even mythical beings like dragon kings and the giant Garuda birds. Basically, every single form of conscious life you can possibly imagine was there, all waiting for the Buddha to speak.
So the Buddha finishes up a sort of preliminary sermon, and this entire cosmic audience just waits in anticipation. But instead of speaking again, he does something totally unexpected. He just falls silent. The prelude is over, and now the universe itself is about to signal that the main event is coming.
And then it all happens. First, the Buddha sinks into this incredibly deep, silent state of meditation. Then, suddenly, the heavens just open up and a rain of beautiful, divine flowers starts falling on everyone. Right after that, the entire world begins to shake and tremble in 6 different ways. And then, the climax. A single, unbelievably brilliant beam of light shoots out from right between the Buddha's eyebrows.
Now you have to understand, this wasn't just any light. This one single ray blazed across the cosmos, lighting up 18,000 other worlds. That's not a typo. 18,000. Just try to picture a searchlight so powerful it cuts through galaxies, making countless other realms of existence completely visible. And this light, it revealed everything. The assembly sitting there on Vulture Peak could suddenly see right into all these other worlds. They saw every type of being, their past actions, their future fates. They saw other Buddhas in those worlds teaching their own disciples, and even saw ancient monuments built for Buddhas who had passed away eons ago. It was like a complete, unfiltered vision of the entire cosmic order, all at once.
You'd think a vision like that would provide all the answers, right? But it did the complete opposite. This entire magnificent assembly, all 80,000 bodhisattvas, the gods, the dragons, everybody, is just left in this state of profound awe and, well, total confusion. They've just witnessed an impossible miracle, but no one has a clue what it means.
The job of actually asking the question that's on everyone's mind falls to Maitreya, who is destined to be the next Buddha in our world. He's thinking for the whole group. Why? What is the reason for this incredible, auspicious sign? What's going on?
But Maitreya is smart. He knows he can't solve this puzzle by himself. He looks around the assembly and realizes there's one being there who might actually have an answer. Manjushri, the bodhisattva who personifies transcendent wisdom. See, Manjushri is ancient. He's served countless Buddhas in the past and has a kind of knowledge that spans eons.
So, as this entire cosmic audience waits in suspense, Manjushri speaks to Maitreya and everyone else, and what he says is just stunning. He basically says, "Everybody relax. I recognize this sign. This has happened before." He's about to solve the entire mystery by telling a story from the impossibly distant past. Manjushri explains that countless ages ago, he watched another Buddha perform this exact same miracle. And crucially, he remembers what happened next. After putting on this exact show, that ancient Buddha then taught the great Dharma, his highest, most profound teaching. The omen, Manjushri knows, is the prelude.
And the echo is just perfect. Manjushri lays it all out. A past Buddha named Sun Moon Light did everything exactly the way Shakyamuni is doing it right now. The same deep meditation, the same rain of divine flowers, the same world-shaking tremor, and the same great ray of light. The events are a perfect mirror, reflecting each other across unimaginable stretches of time.
So what's the bottom line? What was the payoff way back then? Well, after that whole grand omen, the Buddha Sun Moonlight taught his ultimate scripture, the supreme teaching of the great vehicle. The sign itself wasn't the main event. It was the cosmic trumpet blast announcing that the main event was about to start.
Okay, so here's where Manjushri's story gets really personal and connects directly to this very moment on Vulture Peak. He's not just telling a history lesson. He's about to reveal that he and Maitreya were actually key players in that ancient event. And then he drops this bombshell. Manjushri says that the main disciple of that ancient Buddha was a bodhisattva named Wonderful Light, and he says, that was me. Then he goes on, saying that Wonderful Light had this student who was maybe a little lazy, kind of preoccupied with his reputation. His name was Fame Seeker. And then he turns to Maitreya and says, and that was you.
Well, with that personal connection made, Manjushri's logic is just undeniable. He has seen this exact pattern play out before. He knows what it led to back then, so he can predict with absolute certainty what it means right here, right now. The pattern is identical.
And here it is, the grand proclamation, the solution to the whole mystery of this chapter. Manjushri declares to the entire assembly, therefore I know. Today the Buddha will teach the Great Vehicle Sutra named the Lotus of the Wonderful Dharma. He has just officially announced the coming of the Lotus Sutra. So what's the big takeaway here? It's this: the whole cosmic assembly, the trembling earth, the rain of flowers, that universe-spanning beam of light, all of it was just the opening act. It was the overture. This kind of epic prelude serves a critical purpose. It establishes that the teaching about to be given is of ultimate cosmic importance. It's the universe's way of saying, hey, you need to pay attention. The real performance, the teaching of the Lotus Sutra itself, is only now about to begin.
And that, of course, leaves us with one final huge question. If all of that spectacle was just the introduction, just the opening credits, what could the Buddha possibly be about to say that would require such a magnificent reality-bending announcement? What truth could be so profound that it needs to be preceded by a miracle that's visible across 18,000 worlds?